Hello and hello and welcome back to the channel. We're here with another video, and effectively the long and short of it is today we're going to put £800 suspension on a £600 car. So yeah, do the maths. Not that logical, but that's what we're going to do. So yeah, bit of backstory. About 8 weeks ago, I ordered a set of suspension from Gaz Motorsport. So this is basically to go on my Polo. Now, if you haven't seen the videos of the Polo so far, you need to go back, watch them all. It'll all start making sense. It'll piece together what we're trying to do here. The basics are, this was my first car. It is the first car I ever bought with my own money, okay? Had it about a year, sold it on, went for about 5 owners, and then, I don't know, 7 years later, I saw it pop up on Facebook Marketplace, went and just bought it. It didn't matter what was wrong with it, I was having it. So that's a bit of backstory, but yeah, if you do want to learn everything about this car, go back to the start of this series and catch up. Likewise, if you want to see any of the behind the scenes stuff and the funny outtakes and bloopers and basically me just swearing and throwing tools about and stuff, then head over to my Instagram and give us a follow there and you'll see all that sort of behind the scenes stuff that doesn't quite look as professional and yeah, is a little bit more funny, to be honest. So backstory on the Coilovers, basically, I used to drive this car around in summer, there was nothing wrong with it, but I did have basically a knock-in suspension, which is effectively what started all this. That knock-in suspension made me take it off the road and look for sort of options on what I could do with suspension. After a lot of thought and looking about, basically I decided on Gaz Coilovers. So this is how that went. Fast forward about 8 weeks, and here they are. That is what we've got. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the sort of ins and outs of it, but effectively, with old Polos, you've got to send off this bit. So you've got to take your suspension off, and you've got to send it all down to Gaz. Now, this is all the original part of my car, as is this, and they basically weld it all in for you, and stuff like that. So, today, the biggest thing that I've got to achieve, and I'm a little bit nervous about it, because I've never done it before, is pressing the bearings in. But before that, obviously, I've got to show you what we've got. So, there is one that we've already unboxed, and here is the rest. There's the other front, one of the rears, to the rear, and all the sort of tools and stuff to go with it. So, oh look at that, some of you love that. Absolute honeys. So in here we've got instructions. Gazmatic products should only be fitted by a suitably qualified person. And then we've got the 2 adjustable bits for the top, because these are rebound adjustable. I believe it's rebound anyway, but yeah, they are adjustable. Damping. And then obviously the C-spanners to go with it. So there we go, all unboxed and ready to go. Now, first impressions, they all look pretty good. I mean, obviously as you can see there is a whole lot of adjustability on that. I'm quite excited to get them back on the car. A lot of you have been waiting for this, and effectively this is what started the channel, was getting some sort of new suspension for the Polo. I mean, you can see over here that because of that we've ended up doing an absolute ton of work to it, but this is what started it, and this is definitely what I've been the most excited about. So today's video is going to involve this. So another unboxing, and there we go, a bearing kit. So the idea of this is you grab your bearing, like so, and what you're going to do is get one of these cups, like that one, put that over there, big bolt through it, straight through the centre like that, put something on the other side, and tighten it up, and it should press your bearing in. Now, if you want to get one of these kits, they're about 40 quid. Now, it doesn't have the exact size, but I'm going to try it anyway. So, yeah, use this as a bit of product research. If it doesn't work for me, it's probably not going to work for you. But I've heard of people doing this with spanners and socket sets and all sorts. So, I think at least I've nearly got the right tool. Of course, don't have the right socket set. So you need to find out which size socket you need. Now, that is actually a 28mm from the looks of it, and the closest I've got is a 30, so I'm really bodging it. But I think it should work. We'll find out. If not, yeah, I'll have to find something else. But I'm going to give it a go. I've got nothing else to do today, and I really want to get this done. So here we go. And there we go. You have one bearing pressed into a lovely Gasmatic coilover. Now, that wasn't the easiest thing in the world. I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be easy in that, but to be honest, it's probably because I didn't have the right tools, which is, well, it's just one of those things, isn't it? This channel is all about making things happen, and I've made it happen, haven't I? There's a bearing in my strut, so it's absolutely fine. So I reckon that is in far enough to get that little circlip thing in, but yeah, we're going to give that a go now. And speaking about making things happen, you've seen somebody put one of these on with a cable tie. Watch this. There you go, that should go in now. Absolutely bloody lovely. Right, there we go, circlip is in, as you can see there. Yeah, so if you're ever stuck and you haven't got any of the special pliers to get one of those in, there's a little cable tie technique. Copyright this channel. So the next thing we need to do is more pressing. So you need to get one of these, which is a hub. Now this is what your wheel bolts directly onto. Obviously your drive shaft goes through the middle like that. It's all the same stuff. Lube it up, put it in. Woo! Silky smooth. Pretty chuffed with that. And that is it. Second bearing in. I know a lot of you are probably cringing at the way I did that, but honestly, I want to shout out everyone that said this was easy, because you're fucking liars. I do suggest, if you are going to do this, make sure you get somebody to help you. Even just, to be honest, you'd probably be alright with a vice or something you can clamp it in, but it's really hard to sort of turn the bearing in as you're also trying to hold it down. So yeah, bottom line, just sit on it or get somebody to help you.
These have got tickled.
Thanks. Alice has just come up on the coffee run. Got one more thing to do, and that is press the other hub in, so we'll just time lapse that and then we can get on with fitting it. So that is it, we are completely done. 2 front struts, all the clips in, bearings in, hubs in, and we're ready to fit, eventually.
Doing cars with my boyfriend, 'cause this is the only time we get to spend together.
Right, so that is it for today. It is getting dark, it is freezing once again, but with the thanks of Lauren, we have now got all the coilovers sorted, bearings are in, hubs are in, brake carriers are on, so we just got to get a bit of paint off these, there, and then we're ready to get it all back on. So the next time you'll see me, it'll actually be next week, but we'll get all this on, and hopefully that car is going to be on the road soon. Right. Next week, he says. I wasn't completely lying, but unfortunately, shortly after, in fact, the day after I recorded that part of the video, I got the dreaded text from Track and Trace effectively saying that I had to isolate for 10 days. So it's been a little bit quiet. I've played it by the rules, stayed inside, haven't even been working on my car. So that is what has happened. So we're a little bit behind. As I'm filming this, I am actually sort of out of that, so I'll be back onto it, and hopefully there should be no gaps, because I've always tried to stay a couple of weeks ahead with these videos. But yeah, effectively, that is the end of the video. We are getting so close to 500 subscribers, so if you have enjoyed this, or if you've enjoyed any of them, if any have helped you, or it's just made you laugh, or whatever, please consider subscribing, because we are so close to 500, and that would be really appreciated. That has sort of been the first semi-big target, is to get to 500 subscribers, and yeah, I've been working hard to try and make that happen. But yeah, if you have enjoyed it, subscribe, leave a comment down below, anything you've enjoyed, or anything that you've been doing on your car, anything really, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.